Next up for modeling, we have something under here called sweep. And sweep takes two objects and it will sweep through them and take one object and map it onto the other. And when I mean object, I'm talking about a path. So let's take two disparate paths and we'll try to put them together. So for example, this end side, and I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller. And then let's say that we map that to a circle. And with the circle, I want to flip it onto its side. So I'm going to take this and do that with it. So what's going to end up happening is the hexagon is going to be the shape that's going to get mapped along the circle. And I'm just going to select that hexagon. Again, I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller than what it is right now. And then I'm going to go into the subdivision surface and add the sweep object. And then select both of these and pull them into the sweep. And if you look at it now, it doesn't look right. That's not what I was expecting. It's mapping it in a different way. But if we just change the order in the sweep, that's what I was looking for. So you can see that that hexagon shape got mapped to the circle, and it wraps around the circle like this. So that's one example. Just keep in mind, though, what's really cool about this is that if there are any changes to the individual objects, the entire item gets updated. So for example, if I were to grab the end side and change the number of sides, notice that it changes right here in the object itself, which is really, really convenient. I mean, look at, I get something that looks like some kind of a part or a washer or something like that. Just by adding that or changing that, the number of sides on this, I can get different effects. So it's automatically updates, which is really cool. Let's just turn this one off for now, and let's get something else. So if I go into here and I grab a helix object, now the helix is kind of like a spring, and the start and the end angle are the most important parts. So I'm going to increase the start angle, and I'm going to increase the end angle. I'm just going to build that up so that we have more rounds. Something like that. And then we have some other options, this height bias and the start radius and the end radius, to change those dimensions and what that looks like. So you can make it look kind of like a cone, or you can make it look like that. And then the number of subdivisions, and then the height itself. So if I want to pull this out and stretch it out, I can do it that way. So this is a spline or a path. Now if I add, let's do a circle, and I'm going to make that circle really small, maybe like 20. And then again, we'll go ahead and add in, I'm going to add in the sweep object, and I'll put in the circle, and then I'll put in the helix. And that's an interesting object to look at, but what I really want is that. That's what I want. I'm going to make it look like a spring. And what's really, really cool about this, like I said before, is that the individual objects, if I go ahead and I change the height, notice that it's all interactive, all kind of just follows each other. If I were to select the circle and change the radius, increase or decrease that, that's all interactive. It all moves together. So really, really powerful tool. That's the Sweep Nurbs, which is under here. Next, we're going to take a look at Loft and see what that does.